In this video, we are going to discuss how to create menu items and upload them into a calendar to create a menu calendar for the month. And when you get a new account, your menu items page will look like this. I got here by clicking on menus over on the left, and you'll see it's completely blank. I'm going to start by hitting the Add Menu Item button. Here you can see that we can choose meals, a lunch or a breakfast, a main dish or a side. I'm going to start with a breakfast, and we'll type in cereal, and I'm going to type in cereal in the short. The reason why we have a long name and a short name is because the menu calendar out on the user interface is limited in its space. If you have really long names for your meals, it's going to become very cluttered. And so what we recommend is that clients type in the long names in this box that says name, and if it ends up being long enough that it makes your calendar not look very good, you put an abbreviated version of the name in the short, and then it'll create a link that will produce a pop-up box where parents can read the full name of the item. I'm going to put in, there is a size difference here that if you want to put in different sizes, you are able to do that. You can also put in nutrition facts. You're also able to upload pictures here if you have pictures of your food. So I'm going to add this item. We will also go quickly and add in 2 side dishes for the breakfast. So we'll put in juice and fruit. And now I'm going to do the lunch main dishes. We'll do pizza. Just for an example of how this works, you can kind of see. And then we'll do some side items quick for lunch. And now I'm going to show you the a la carte option. So the a la carte are basically items that can be sold in addition to the lunch meal combination. I'm going to set this that it's both lunch and breakfast. We'll put in the price as $1, and we'll add a granola bar in as as an a la carte item. Then I'm also going to add in soup and just put that on for lunch, and that's $2.50. And then I'll maybe put in a Pop-Tart and put that in for breakfast. I need to put a price on that one. Alright, so we have the basics of what we need to create a menu. Of course, if you're setting up your menus, you'll probably end up with a couple dozen main dishes inside. It really just depends on how you're running your program. You can include as many of these as you need to create whatever it is you're offering during your calendar. And so there's no limit to what you can do with creating menu items. And once these are ready, you can come over here to Manage Calendar, hit View Calendar, and as you can see here, this is giving us drop downs for every day. And so what you can see here on Tuesday, all the way down from the 17th to the 21st, that's all one Tuesday. You can see here we have our breakfast with the 2 a la cartes, and we have lunch option 1, and that's this one right here. We have lunch option 2, meal is right here, and then this is the lunch a la carte down here. And so let's say this day we have cereal with the fruit and the juice, with the granola bar and the Pop-Tart, and the pizza with the carrots and the cookie. I'm going to just duplicate this, but I mean, you could have, maybe this day you have like a salad with 2 other options as an alternative to the pizza. And then we do the granola bar and the soup on this day. So you can see, I mean, there's a lot of little drop downs to fill in, but I went through that very quickly. And another thing to take note of here is that sometimes a client might not offer the same price for every meal, and so you can change prices. Once you get to this point, you do have to set a default price in the school setting though. And so I'm going to go update this menu for that day, and this right here will show you the 6 weeks that we set on the school settings in the calendar. And as you can see, after updating, this is now stored in the database as that's what's being offered that day. If we go out to the calendar and hit refresh, we'll now see on Tuesday that we have the cereal option that morning with the 2 a la cartes, and the pizza meal option 1 and meal option 2, or we can do the large, which is the 2 slices for meal option 1 or 2, and the a la carte. And so that just shows you a snapshot of some of the flexibility of what we can do with School Lunch Choice and setting up menus. But keep in mind there's a lot of other options of how you can set this up, and it's completely configurable by you. And so if this doesn't look like how your lunch program looks like, it doesn't mean this isn't going to work for you. It just means you need to have a discussion with us and let us examine the details of your program to make sure that the system will accommodate it. But more often than not, our system is able to offer the menu that you're wanting to offer. And so this is just an example of one day. If we were to fill in the other days here, this very wide box would become condensed, and each day would be given an equal amount so that it would be adequately displaying all the information. And so that is how you create a menu.